This video is on surface area pyramids. A pyramid is composed of a base and triangular faces. The pyramid is named by the shape of the base. It'll mention lateral height here, but we're just going to find the straight surface area using just the height, like we've been doing for surface area. All right, this here says shade the base and label the lateral height, or we're just going to label the height and we'll do it with a dotted line. Okay, and this is going to be a dotted line for these. So our shape for this one is a rectangular pyramid. I guess they call it slanted because the pyramid, they slant up. So, okay, and it's slanted is the height, and there's four pyramids, four triangles to that pyramid. This one is a square. We have another triangle. Height. I can't put the height on this one. And the last one is another triangular pyramid. The slant height. Okay. So this one is a rectangular pyramid. This one is a square pyramid. And then the last two are triangular pyramids. Okay. That's the three shapes that you would have there for pyramids. Right? Use your understanding of surface area to answer the questions below. Remember, surface area is just the total area of each face added up. So we've got this net decomposed here into, and we're going to complete the table and get the total surface area. So we have a square. So the formula for area of a square is going to be base times height. And then we have four triangles. So it's going to be base times height divided by 2. So with a square, it's going to be 7 times 7, which gives us a 49. And then the base of the triangle is 7. The height of the triangle is 6. We're going to divide that by 2. So 7 times 6 is 42, and then that divided by 2 is 21. And we have 4 of them, so we want to multiply that by 4. And we do 49 times 21 times 4. So we'd say 49 plus 21 times 4 gives us 133 millimeters squared. All right, here we have a rectangle, which is areas base times height. And that's going to be 10 times 6. But if we look here, we've got two different bases for the triangle. So we've got one that has a base of 10. And the triangle's base times height times 2, divided by 2. So we've got 10 times 8 divided by 2. So 10 times 8 is 80. Divided by 2 is 40. But we have 2 of those, so we got to multiply it by 2. And then the other triangles, our base is 6 times 9 divided by 2. 9 times 6 is 54, and 54 divided by 2 is 27, and we have 2 that way. and then this would be 60. So you would just multiply those up. You could put in the calculator 60 plus 40 times 2 plus 27 times 2, and you get 194 feet squared. All right. On the back side of your paper, remember we don't do lateral surface area, so we're going to cancel that out. So maybe on a scratch sheet of paper, you would do your math for these. The areas here. So we've got the area equals the base times the height, which is going to be, and it's a rectangular. So that's going to be 7.3. 7.3 times 4. This is number 3. And when we do that, 7.3 times 4 is 29.2. So this is 29.2. And this is like the previous example. We've got different heights and different bases. Okay, so for one of the triangles, we've got 7.3 times 4 divided by 2. We got 7.3 times 4 divided by 2. 29.2 divided by 2 gives us 14.6. So for this one right here is 14.6, and this one right here is 14.6. And then we have 4 and 5. So we got the area equals base times height. 4 times 5 divided by 2. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So this one's 10 and this one's 10. And when you add all of those up, you get 78.4. So it's just going to be one line going straight to 78.4. Right. Then the next one, we have a square, which would be the area equals the base times the height, which is 8 times 8. And 8 times 8 is 64, because here's 8 and here's 8. So inside of there, 64. And it looks to be this one is, they're equilateral triangles. So we've got area equals base times height divided by 2, which would be the base is 8, the height is 6, and divided by 2. So 8 times 6 is 48. 48 divided by 2 is 24. So this one's 24. This one's 24. They're all 24. And when you put 64 plus 24 plus 24 plus 24 plus 24 in the calculator, you get 160. And then the last one here, we have a rectangle again, base. So it's area equals base times height. We have 7 times 4.5. And 7 times 4.5 is 31.5. And once again, we've got different bases and heights for the triangles. These two would be the same in these two. So here we've got the base times height divided by 2, which would be 7 times 3 divided by 2. And 21 divided by 2 is 10.5. That makes this one 10.5. And then this one, area equals base times height divided by 2 would be 4.5 times 4 divided by 2. And 4.5 times 4 divided by 2 is 9. So this one is 9 and this one's is 9. And when you add up all of these numbers here, you get 70.5. Same thing, we're just adding up the faces, the area of each face to get surface area. All right. Number 6, a regular triangle pyramid has 4 congruent faces, so they're all the same. What is the total surface area of the pyramid? So we've got area equals the base times height divided by 2. Our base is 9. Our height is 6.9 divided by 2. And when you multiply 9 times 6.9, you get 62.1. Divide that by 2, you get 3105. That's what it is for 1. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to multiply that by 4. And we get 124.2 centimeters squared. And the last one, a square pyramid has triangular faces. Each face, so they're the same, a base of 8 and a height of 14. So area equals the base times height. We have 8 times 14 divided by 2, divided by 2. And then it tells us the area is 288. So we're going to put that where area is at. And when you do 8 times 14, you get 111, and then divide it by 2, you get 56. But it's a square pyramid, so it's going to have 4 triangles. So we're going to multiply that by 4, and we get 224. And we want to know what the base is, which is the big B there. So we would divide that by 224. So 288 divided by 224. No, you subtract 288 minus 224 is 64. Let me change that here for you guys. Don't do it like this. 288, and then we want to know what's left. So let me fix it. So the total is 288. This piece right here is 224, and that leaves 64. If you have any questions, ask.